Hello everyone, my name is SHERINE and today I am going to explain problem-based task 2 of operating system. There are other team members also that are going to explain with me. The topic that given to us is explain mobile operating system environment. The task that given to us is a client who was a student want to purchase a new mobile devices but need some additional information. You, as an expert in mobile devices and operating system, are asked to help client by first explaining the mobile device and operating system that available on the market and give suggestion to the client. Second, differentiate between the Android and iOS operating system. Third, explaining the security features in Android. Fourth, explaining the utilities program that compatible with Android. And lastly is write to the client how to configuring a VPN connection on Android. Let's move on to the first part, which is explaining the mobile device and operating system that available on the market and give suggestion to the client. There are some suggestions that I would like to give to the client. The first suggestion is MiGo operating system. MiGo operating system is a joint open source mobile operating system, which is the result of merging two products based on open source technologies, which is Maimo and Moblin. MiGo is a mobile operating system designed to work on a number of devices, including smartphones, netbooks, tablets in-vehicle information systems, and various devices using Intel Atom and ARM v7 architectures. The second suggestion that I would like to give to the client is BADA, Samsung Electronics. BADA is a proprietary Samsung mobile operating system that was first launched in 2010. The Samsung Wave was the first smartphone to use this mobile operating system. BADA provides mobile features such as multi-point touch, 3D graphics, and of course, application downloads and installation. The third suggestion that I would like to give is iPhone operating system. Apple's iPhone operating system was originally developed for use on its iPhone devices. Now, the mobile operating system is referred to as iOS and is supported on a number of Apple devices, including the iPhone, iPad, iPad 2, and iPod Touch. The iOS mobile operating system is available only on Apple's own manufactured devices as the company does not license to the OS for third-party hardware. Apple iOS is derived from Apple Mac OS X operating system. Let's go to the second part, which is differentiate between the Android and iOS operating system. There are many aspects that we can differentiate between the Android and iOS operating system. The developer for Android is various, but mostly the developer is Google and Open Handset Alliance. For iOS, the developer is Apple Inc. The initial release of Android is on September 23, 2008. The initial release for iOS is July 29, 2007. The latest stable release and updates for Android is Android 11, while the latest stable release and updates for iOS is iOS 14.1 and iPadOS 14.1. The customizability for Android is a lot, can change almost anything. But the customizability for iOS is limited unless jailbroken. The source model for Android is open source, while the source model for iOS is closed with open source components. The file transfer for Android is easier than OS. We can use USB port and Android file it can transfer desktop app. Photos can be transferred via USB without apps. For iOS, the file transfer is more difficult. Media files can be transferred using iTunes desktop app. Photos can be transferred out via USB without apps. The widgets for Android is available except on lock screen. The widgets for iOS is also available except on lock screen, as same as goes to Android. The internet browsing for Android is Google Chrome. Other browsers are also available. Any browser app can be set as default. Ad blocking is supported with Firefox. The internet browsing for iOS is Safari. Any browser app can be set as default, but they all use the same rendering engine, Safari or WebKit behind the scenes. Ad blocking is supported via content blockers like Firefox Focus. The web mapping service for Android is Google Maps. The web mapping service for iOS is Apple Maps as an default. Google Maps also available via a separate app download, but not as default. The languages are available on Android is more than 100 languages, but the languages are available on iOS is 40 languages only. The video chat in Android that can use is Google Meet and other third-party apps. The video chat for iOS that we can use is FaceTime, which is we can use to other Apple devices only, and other third-party apps. The virtual assistant for Android is Google Assistant. The virtual assistant for iOS is Siri. Android available on many phones and tablets. Major manufacturers such as Samsung, Oppo, OnePlus, Vivo, Honor and Xiaomi. Android One devices are pure Android. Pixel line of devices is made by Google using a almost pure version of Android. iOS available on iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, the second and third generation only. The calls and messaging for Android is Google Messages. Third-party apps like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Google Duo, Discord, and Skype all work on Android and iOS both. The calls and messaging for iOS is iMessage, FaceTime, which can be used with other Apple devices only. Third-party apps like Google Hangouts, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Google Duo, Discord, and Skype all work on Android and iOS both. The App Store affordability and interface on Android is Google Play Store, which contains more than 2 million apps. Other app stores like Amazon and Apple are also distribute Android apps. These apps containing virus are rare but existing. While the App Store affordability and interface for iOS is Apple App Store, which contains more than 1 million apps. Apps containing virus very rare or non-existent. Alternative app stores and site loading for Android are several alternative app stores other than the official Google Play Store. For an example, Apple and Galaxy apps. The alternative app stores and site loading for iOS is Apple blocks third-party app stores. The phone needs to be jailbroken if you want to download apps from other stores. The battery life and management for Android is many, but not all Android phone manufacturers equip their devices with large batteries with a longer life. The battery life and management for iOS is Apple batteries are generally not as big as the largest Android batteries. However, Apple is able to squeeze decent battery life via hardware or software optimizations. The open source for Android is kernel, based on Linux, UI, and some standard apps, while the open source for iOS is the iOS kernel is not open source but is based on the open source Darwin OS. Android is available of the file manager. Stock Android file manager included on device running Android 7.1.1, while the file manager is in iOS is available, which is limited and less useful for iOS 12. About the photos and videos backup in Android, apps available for automatic backup of photos and videos. Google Photos allows unlimited backup of photos at a compressed quality. OneDrive, Amazon Photos, and Dropbox are other alternatives. About photos and video backups for iOS is up to 5 GB of photos and videos can be automatically backed up with iCloud. More pay iCloud storage available via subscription. All other vendors like Google, Amazon, Dropbox, Flickr, and Microsoft have photo backup apps for both iOS and Android. The security for Android is monthly security updates. Android software patches are available soonest to Pixel device users. Manufacturers tend to lag behind in pushing out these updates. So at any given time, a vast majority of Android devices are running outdated OS software. The security for iOS is occasional security updates. Security threats are rare because iOS is locked and downloading apps out of the App Store is complicated. The routing, bootloaders, and jailbreaking for Android is access and complete control of your device is available, and you can unlock the bootloader. But the routing, bootloaders, and jailbreaking for iOS is complete control over your device is not available. The cloud services for Android is native integration with Google Drive storage, 15 GB free, $2 for 100 GB, 1 GB for $10, apps available for Amazon Photos, OneDrive, and Dropbox. The cloud services for iOS as same as goes to Android. The interface for Android is touchscreen. The interface for iOS is touchscreen as same as goes to Android. The biometric authentication for Android is fingerprint and face authentications. Fingerprint and face authentications available depends on manufacturer's hardware. The biometric authentication for iOS is fingerprint or face authentication. Touch ID available on iPhone 5s and later, and iPad Air 2 and later, but not on iPhone X or later. Face ID available on iPhone X and later, replacing Touch ID. The OS family for Android is Linux, but the OS family for iOS is OS X Unix. The headphone jack for Android is available on some current Android smartphones, and many are don't. The headphone jack for iOS is available none on iPhone 7 and later. Lightning to 3.5mm no longer come with phone after iPhone iX.
I will explain question T, which is explaining the security feature in Android. So first is App Sandbox with the Android platform takes advantage of the Linux user-based protection to identify and isolate app resources. To do this, Android assign a unique user ID (UID) to each Android app and runs its own process. Android uses this UID to set up a kernel-level app sandbox. So second would be app signing, which is app signing allows developers to identify the author of the app and to update their app without creating complicated interface and permission. Every app that runs on the Android platform must be signed by the developer. Okay, third is authentication, which Android uses to construct a user authentication gated cryptographic keys that requires key storage and service provider and user authenticator. On device with a fingerprint sensor, user can enroll one or more fingerprint and use those fingerprints to unlock the device and perform other tasks. Okay, fourth is biometrics, which is app developer can use to integrate biometric authentication into their apps in the device and mobility acknowledgement. Only strong biometric can integrate biometric promote. Okay. Next is encryption, which once a device is encrypted, all user-created data is automatically encrypted before committing it to disk, and all reads automatically decrypt data before returning it to calling process. So there are many, so I have explained some. So let's go to question 4, which is explaining the utilities program that are compatible with Android. First is Find My Device by Google. So one of the most valuable Android tools and is completely free. This app lets you ping the location of your device in the event that it's been lost or stolen. It's compatible with phones, tablet, and even Wear OS smartwatch. You can also lock your device, erase it, and show a message on your device to the finder to return it. It's a free service by Google and makes it so nice. Okay, so second is Google Assistant, Google Search, and Google Feed. The official Google app is one of the most powerful tools on mobile. It can do almost anything. You can ask Google Assistant for the weather or to control your smart lighting setup. For Google Feed, it provides a feed of relevant info just for you. With all they know the benefit of Google Search, so everyone know the benefit of Google Search. So the next is IFTTT and Tasker. IFTTT is another excellent Android tool. This app also used to make connection between other apps. For instance, you can have the app upload a photo to your Dropbox after you share it on the Instagram. So the fourth is Wi-Fi Analyzer. With Wi-Fi Analyzer app, analyze your Wi-Fi signal as well as other signal around you. For most, it isn't overly useful information, but you can use the information gleaned here to optimize your router, get off a clogged Wi-Fi channel, and perhaps even help improve your overall Wi-Fi performance. So the next is LastPass Password Manager and Authenticator. LastPass is one of the better password management app. It lets you store your password. The app fills in the password for you. You can sync password across platforms for use on PC, mobile, tablets, and other devices. So the last is Proton VPN, which is as totally free, unlimited VPN option, and then makes it really easy to incorporate into your daily life without much of hassle. The app includes a strict not login policy as well as implication for your security. So now let's go for question 5. So my teammate will explain about it.
Okay, the question 5 is how to configure a VPN connection on Android. Firstly, you open the setting on your mobile phone and then open the connection icon. Next, after opening the connection icon, click the More Connection setting. Next is open VPN in More Connection setting icon. Open the browser app on your mobile phone and search vpngate.com. After opening the website, copy the server address that you want to use for the VPN. After that, go back to More Connection setting and open the VPN. Click Add VPN Profile to create a new VPN profile for your mobile phone. There are 5 steps to edit the VPN network. First, edit a name for VPN. The second, the type of network must be L2TP/IPS EC PSK. Third, paste the server address that we copy just now. Fourth, put the IPsec pre-share key as a VPN. Lastly is put the forwarding route as same in the picture. Next, set the username and the password to access the VPN, then click save. Click the VPN that we saved and put the correct username and the password to connect the VPN. Uh, After clicking the connect option, it will be shown connecting. And lastly, we successfully connect the VPN.
Okay, this is from us today. Thank you.
Thank you.